Following up on our discussion of political parties and their multitude of functions, one of the themes in that discussion was how parties have lost some of those functions and become weaker these days. And again, to re-emphasize, when we're talking about party weakness, we are referring to the fact that the leadership of these parties has lost some of the control that they used to have over the party structure. And today I want to highlight a few areas where party weakness has grown, and some of the things that contribute to the weakness of political parties in today's system. So I want to start with the fact that parties lack strong rank-and-file membership. There is absolutely no requirement for joining a political party other than the fact that you bubble in on your voter registration form Democrat or Republican. You don't have to pay dues, you don't have to go to membership meetings, you don't have to contribute anything to the party. Now if you contrast that to an interest groups are highly active, highly involved. They get their membership engaged through a variety of benefits and resources, and when action is required, they respond. If you look at something like the NRA, when there's a gun issue going on, their membership is active, engaged, and right on the spot. Parties don't have that ability. And in addition to the fact that their rank and file membership is weak, the rank and file memberships are declining due to the growth of independence in our system. About 30% of our voting public identifies themselves these days as independent. Now, within the party structure itself, you've got some tension. Even among those members, you've got some tension going on between what are called party regulars and your issue purists and candidate loyalists. A party regular is characterized as lower middle income. They're older, they're less educated, they're more pragmatic, they care about solutions to problems, and they support all the party candidates, all the party positions. They are loyal and dedicated. On the other side, you've got issue purists and candidate loyalists. They are middle and upper class in background, they are younger, they are more educated, they are much more ideological. The beliefs matter sometimes more so than the election, and they are highly selective in their support of candidates and positions. If you're an issue purist and your issues are social issues like abortion and gay marriage, doesn't matter how strong a Republican you're looking at, if they are not in line with your beliefs on abortion and gay marriage, you are going to be looking at other candidates to support. You can kind of see that playing out in primary election season, especially if you look at the 2012 Republican primaries. You had a lot of issue purist candidate loyalists who were very slow to warm up to Mitt Romney. Another criticism of parties is that they are not at all responsive to social reform. There is a status quo bias built into parties. As they are trying to appeal to as many people as possible, they are very slow to respond to social change for fear of alienating some of their members. And you can look at the social reform issues going on right now with gay marriage and legalizing gay marriage throughout the country. The Democratic Party has been very slow to join in and champion that issue. And you can see that as this hesitation of the party in terms of alienating some of the core voters. Now, part of yesterday's discussion on party functions was the emphasis that a lot of those party functions have been lost. When you look at nomination of candidates, went from being controlled by the party bosses, hand-picked candidates, to now the people nominating through primary elections. You look at the loss of patronage jobs, that tangible benefit that parties could give out to their loyal supporters of a government job, now taken away due to the civil service and the fact that the political parties cannot give out jobs because they have to go through the civil service that requires interviews, strict criteria for applications, and testing procedures. And then campaign finance has seen a strong decline in recent years for political parties, especially as PACs have grown. And finally, the parties themselves are decentralized. They're loosely organized together, but there is no hierarchy. While we have national and state and local party entities, they are loosely affiliated. There's not a hierarchy structure where the national party tells the state and local parties what to do. And I kind of illustrate it by looking at, the political party for the Democrats in the state of Alabama. Much different belief system, structure, and function than the National Democratic Party. And you see that there's no real way for the National Democratic Party to tell the state party in a place like Alabama how they should view certain issues and ideas. The only time we really see the National Party have any kind of control is during the presidential primary season, as everyone's gearing up towards the convention. There's a little bit more control, but not much.